What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. It is time for New Music Friday. Going to be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of August 2nd, giving my thoughts and opinions on them. And as always, if I miss something that you're looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also, while you're down there, don't forget to let me know what you want me to review next. I've been doing a lot of different types of shorts stuff, and I'm seeing that YouTube doesn't really care about it. Most of my shorts hit like 1,000 views. I did one a couple days ago. It's like barely at 90 or something like that. And it's not specifically based around music reviews as much as just music news and comedy kind of stuff. So I've been doing more stuff like that on TikTok. If that's something that you're into, and if you have a TikTok, go and check it out. It's just different kind of content that I've been doing over there. Just trying to spice things up a little bit and keep it exciting. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm. And if you want to support me for that, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. But anyways, let's talk about some new music. We get a new album from Gravemind titled Introsphere. I'd say this is one of the best metalcore bands around right now. Their last single they released goes so freaking hard, and their last album, Conduit, was one of the best metalcore albums of 2019, especially the juicy riffs they come up with. And I feel like they could easily do that again and be one of the top albums of the year in 2024. They just have a way of thinking outside of the box, much like Boundaries does. They just, when you hear them, you just can tell it's someone different. It's a different band than what we're used to hearing. And they only have a couple, like tens of thousands of Spotify listens a month. So this band is still kind of considered underground, I guess, if you want to call them that. But yeah, I mean, these guys could, I don't know. I feel like they could possibly take, at least for top metalcore band of the year. We also get a new album from A Night in Texas titled Digital Apocalypse. Someone commented a while ago saying that they were pretty disappointed with this year's deathcore and death metal releases so far. I mean, that was back in probably like around April or May, but a lot has changed since then. The past couple weeks, we got Awakened Providence, we got a new Fit for an Autopsy, and now we have a new album from A Night in Texas. So I feel like things are turning around very quickly, and much like Gravemind, I feel like A Night in Texas could easily pull out deathcore's album of the year type of deal for 2024. It's been a while since we've had a full album from this band, but they're super underrated. Still, I mean, not really underground, but they're just not that well known compared to like Whitechapel or even Fit for an Autopsy. And I feel like this band could easily blow up this year. We also get a new album from Convictions titled The Fear of God. I heard this band here and there, but I never really listened to them all that much before 2020. The vocalist for August Burns Red, Jake Lures, had like an emergency or something like that, and he had to take off during one of their tours, and then the vocalist for Convictions took over, and he absolutely killed it. He's just such a cool guy. I was on Instagram a lot back then, and just hearing him talk about it and the fans and seeing him interact with the band. I mean, he was just so into, being a vocalist for one of his favorite bands, and it sucked me in. I started listening to them a lot more. They do have some generic metalcore qualities to this, specifically within their singles, but I feel like their deep cuts are really good. Definitely give them a listen if you haven't heard of them before. Again, this is a band that doesn't have that many listens on Spotify, but I don't know. I feel like this band doesn't get as much recognition as they deserve, especially like their album I Will Become. I would say that's probably one of their best albums. But I mean, all their stuff is good. Just their singles kind of suck, admittedly. We also get a new album from Smashing Pumpkins titled Aghori, Mhori, Me. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really care, but I just wanted to take this time to give a shout out to another band called Kim Normal. I'm not really sure if they're still around, but I just randomly discovered them on YouTube one time, and they did a full cover of Siamese Dream. It's an hour plus on YouTube, and they absolutely killed it. And you could tell that these guys just love music. It was I think it was like the 25th anniversary for Siamese Dream. And yeah, I'm going to leave a link for that video down in the description below. I know, kind of a weird segue, but I haven't really cared for anything Smashing Pumpkins has done in years. But I listened to this this band do this cover very often. And I mean, they're young. I wouldn't say they're kids, but they're very young. And just the talent they have, it's just a three-piece. I mean, like I said, just check it out. If you like Siamese Dream, this is the best way to listen to it, I feel like. We get a new single from The Plot and You titled Been Here Before. I had kind of a difficult time getting into the last album, Swan Song, but it definitely grew on me over the years. It still has that radio-friendly quality that I have a hard time getting over. It just sounds too generic for my taste. But the singles they've been releasing for this upcoming album, they haven't really dropped that, but they just sound so good. They're experimenting with different soundscapes, and they're just trying out different things, and it's working really well for them. And to me, it makes it seem promising. I'm looking forward to this a lot more than I was anything from their last album. We also get a new single from Miss May I titled Architect, featuring the vocalist from Currents. Their last album wasn't great, but the last single they released, featuring Ryan Kirby, it sounded really good, but I feel like it's also because it featured Ryan Kirby. And these aren't even really new singles. They're just re-recordings from their debut album, which looks like they're going to be doing the whole album all over again with different features and stuff like that. It's just, to me, this is a mistake because they're going to remind fans of how freaking good they were. And they're going to show new fans just how freaking good they were. And then when they release new music, they're just going to be very disappointed that it doesn't sound anything like that. It doesn't have any, it just doesn't sound, it just sounds like everything else you would hear on XM radio as opposed to the stuff that was on their debut album. Which, I mean, I guess back then it all kind of sounded the same. But they had freaking sick riffs. They had good vocals. They had different song structures. They tried new stuff. And I don't know. I feel like this is a mistake on their part. Sure, it's going to be fun for us, but after this, it's just going to go right back downhill. We also get a new single from Memphis, May Fire, titled Necessary Evil. Their last album was one of the worst albums of 2022. And if I'm going to be honest, I don't see that changing. So there's that. We also get a new single from Better Lovers titled The White Horse, Covered in Blood. This is probably one of the most anticipated bands right now. I feel like everybody's like on the edge of their seat just waiting for them to release literally anything new. Their debut album was absolutely insane. It won a lot of fans over and they did everything right. And just being a super group of like 3 different minds, I feel like you get a lot of familiar sounds mixed in there. So you're able to win over a lot of fans from just different bands that all these fans have come from and they've joined in the middle type of thing. But you also get just a lot of just different sounds that we haven't heard before. I hear a lot of like Every Time I Die in the riffs, but then it just changes and you hear something really cool. And you could tell like maybe that's a little bit of like Will Putney's influence in there. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really exciting because you never really know what you're going to get with this band because there's so many strong creative minds involved in it. So I feel like that helps them out a lot. So I feel like this might be the best song of the week. I'm calling it right now. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything that I missed that you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm. And of course, if you want to support me further than that, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. And also, if you're interested in just different types of video. I mean, I'm still based on like music, but like just different types of skitty-ish kind of videos, news type of stuff. Check me out on TikTok as well, amongthefence_. I have a link for it somewhere on my page. I'm pretty sure of that. and yeah, as always, just thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me sit here and talk about music. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.